Religion forms part and parcel of a life of a person. Today, we want to talk about youth perspective on religion. And to be specific, I have a friend from a different religion, Muslim religion. He's called Amir Hussein. He is a student at the Kenya Institute of Mass Communication. And we are to delve deeper into matters religion and the youth perspective. As we just getting into this conversation, briefly tell us about you, your background, just briefly about you. Yes.
Okay. We used to live in Naivasha. We relocated to Isiolo. Now I am studying at Kenya Institute of Mass Communication, Media Technology. I am in a family of 11. I am the firstborn, the deputy parent, as you can say it. Yeah.
Generally, you said you're a firstborn, a family of 11, and you relocated from some point. When you transited from Naivasha to Isiolo, how did you first adapt? Being that you had bonded with those people the other side, now you're in different area.
To be honest, it was a bit difficult. I used to associate with people who are not Kushites, most of them, mostly Kikuyus. I understood them, we socialized very well. But when I went to Isiolo, I did not understand it. I cannot say something bad, but I think it took time to understand them, to associate with them, to be part of their life and the environment. And also, let's say it was complicated, but at least now I think I am with them.
We lived in Naivasha and we lived in Eldoret, in Isiolo, I mean, and you've been with the two religions, you've been with Christians, and now you are with people from your own religion. What is your perspective, your perception as a youth, generally, on religion?
Okay, as religion, it's mostly the best part of an individual, and as you have asked, how it affects somebody, I can say it affects children, youths, personal development, and also it affects positively to the life of that person. On the children part, I can say it increases relationship between adults and peers in a religious community, and also at children it increases sharp memory due to memorization of Quran. Yeah.
You've mentioned the memorization of Quran. We've always witnessed every afternoon or between 2 and 4, maybe majorly on weekdays. I've always witnessed, or it's in public domain, that children of the Islam or Muslim religion go to the madras for some sessions, and it's almost like Christianity to some extent, and they're taught how to bring up themselves, or what is it that I'm really taught there?
Okay, in the madrasas, mostly it is Quran and something that it's mostly it's like Arabic language, the history of the prophets, Arabic language itself. They are like units in the Arabic language. So that is mostly in the afternoon, but in the morning mostly it is the Quran. That is why memorization is effective in the morning, as research in the world.
Now, since you are a youth, there are some key aspects that you should adhere to according to your Muslim religion. Yes? What are some of these aspects that you are expected to adhere to as a Muslim?
Okay, Muslims, we lie under 5 pillars of Islam, mostly 5 pillars of Islam. The first one is Shahada, which is known as believing that there is only one God, and Prophet Muhammad is the last prophet. That is the first pillar of Islam. The second one is about Salah, the prayers, 5 daily prayers. Those 5 daily prayers were put down to be direct communication to God during Prophet Muhammad's time, and during that time people knew, and also God knew, that he would pass. So God introduced a direct communication to him through prayers. And those 5 daily prayers are a must, but they are optional ones.
They are must, but they are also optional.
Yeah. And also the third part of pillars of Islam is zakah. Zakah is like a certain percentage of your money, mostly to adults who earn money. It's a certain percentage per year you are supposed to give to the poor so that you can help them. And also the fourth one is Ramadan, fasting. Mostly Ramadan is to change the behavior or remove the bad behavior of a person. It increases responsibility. It makes you understand that these people need money, need food. You have a lot, you should not waste it. It makes you feel the pity for those who go through hunger and many of the problems like poverty and like that.
Being that you are a youth or you are a teen, you've talked of Ramadan and the other 5 pillars of Islam.
They're like, the fifth one is pilgrimage. So
What about
I
it?
did not mention it. Pilgrimage. You see a lot of Muslims go to Mecca. They go to perform pilgrimage. The reason for that pilgrimage, when you go and perform it as it should be done, when you come back to home, you come back like a newborn child. If it was performed, if it was performed correctly. And so most of the adults go, sometimes children. If you have money, it is a must. But if you don't have money, you just do what you can to at least go there at least once in your lifetime. So that is general dream of Muslims, like you can say it.
Because of those that you mentioned, the 5 principles of Islam. In Christianity, a youth is always, they expect youths to be people like that learn from the older people, and that the teenagers and young ones will also learn from. What is the expectation of the Islam religion on their youths, people of your caliber, your peers? What does your society, your religion expect or need from you as a positive impact?
Okay, as Muslims, it is not specific. It's like other religion. Just avoid bad deeds, encourage good deeds, perform good deeds. And in the good deeds there, it is generalized. There are a lot of good deeds, as you can know. So it is just simple. Avoid bad deeds, perform good deeds, and also always be near to God.
You mentioned being near to God, and all around told us you pray like 5 times a day. What is the time frame for that prayer? When you expected to pray? Are there types of prayer you make in those 5 prayers? Yeah.
Okay, the time frame, we say 5 daily prayers. The first prayer, it is not like timed, but you can say from 4:30 to 5:30, before the sunrise. Before the sunrise, that is the first prayer. It is like performed 2 rakats, the Muslims know. So the second one, during Swahili people say adhuhuri. So it is like from 12:30 to 1:30. The third one is alasiri, like the Swahili say. It's from, let's say, 3:30 to 4:30. There is magharibi, from 6:30 to 7, and the last one is from 7, let's say 7:45 to 8:30. So it's like that.
Just apart from that, we always see there's some dress code that you people have. Specifically, you can see it from you, and there are different colors of your dress code. Sijui mnaita kanzu ama Kiswahili, kwa Kiingereza sijui inaitwaje, but I know it's called kanzu. There are always different colors. Is there any specificity in that coloring of the kanzu? Kuna yenye inathaminiwa sana ama it doesn't matter?
No, it doesn't matter. But there are some colors which you cannot wear, like red. You cannot wear red.
Why?
You know, red is associated with blood and evil, so you cannot.
Out of black.
Yeah, black is acceptable. White is acceptable. Personally, I love white. So
Why do you prefer white?
white, it shows that you are clean, responsible, and cleanness is next to godliness. So that is.
But there are your friends who maybe wear it only on Fridays when you go for the mains, whatever you call it, the mosque around noon. But some of you wear it daily. You have the cap one, which most people also don't have. Any secret behind it?
Okay, I don't have any secret about it, but I just followed my father's footsteps. My father is just like me. He wears the cap, kanzu. Yeah, I took it from him. Most of the people even say that we are identical. I was, let's say, photocopy of him. Most of the people say that. And in adults, there are no problem. You can wear trousers, you can wear kanzu anytime you want, but in women it's different. But in men you can wear, but there are some rules. I don't know if I have to explain.
You can just tell us, maybe.
Okay, men at the trouser, it should not pass the ankle and go down to pass the ankle. Most of the people call it OD style, or I don't know what it called. It doesn't pass the ankle. That is how Prophet Muhammad used to say it. Any clothes for men should not pass the ankle downwards. And also let's say the nakedness of a man is from the belly button to the knee. But for a woman is all of the body except the wrist and face.
Is it the reason why you find them covering, you only see their nose and their eyes?
Okay, that's a funny question. Sometimes when you see them covering, maybe, there are some people who have evil eyes. That is the reason. The second reason, maybe she has been married recently, so she doesn't want to attract any unnecessary attention. Yeah, that's the reason.
And I come to realize that some of you don't wear the cape that maybe you have. Does it symbolize anything?
No, it doesn't. But most of the sheikhs or scholars or those people who have knowledge, they mostly wear it so that they can be identified, and maybe there is somebody here, maybe in the environment, they may have questions. So they can see that this person I can ask them, this person I can't. But it's not good to judge.
You just talked about pilgrimage and Mecca. There's this phrase ama slogan in Swahili used by Muslims, ati nizaliwe Mecca tukufie Madini. Unaweza tueleza kuihusu ama?
Yeah, naweza explain kidogo. So Mecca na Madina yuko mbali, iko tu Saudi Arabia. I'm not a geographer, but I think iko hiyo area. But sasa Prophet Muhammad alizaliwa Mecca, sawa, due to ile the wanaita Quraysh Jews, walikuwa displaced na Jews ile wakati alikuwa anajaribu kuondoa ile dhuluma, wasichana kuzikwa wakiwa alive. Alikuwa anajaribu kutoa hizo vitu, kuabudu sanamu. So wali displace, wakafuguza huyo Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, akaenda akaelekea Madina, na that is where alikufia. So watu wananga, because alikuwa prophet, so watu wanaona hiyo ndio the best part ya maisha ya mtu. Ni kama inasemekana uzaliwe Mecca ukufie Madina, yani inakaa honorable because that is ile prophet alipitia. Alizaliwa hapo akakufia huko. Na ile wakati alikuwa alikaribishwa kama president hivi. Vile unaona president akikuja somewhere, kama Barack Obama vile alikuja Kenya. Wale watu walikuwa wamejadi, nyasi ilipandishwa. So that is how it ilienda. Hapo ndio imetokea. Alizaliwa Mecca akakufia Madina.
So you mnajaribu ku-explain the journey of life, hivyo kutoka Mecca kwenda Madina, and then the honorable part of it.
Ni kama hao watu wenye wameelewa, inasemekana yani mkuwe na best part of your lives. Ni kama msiwahi pitia shida. Yani ni kama unaombea life yako ikuwe tu smooth mara moja. But najua kuna kitu kama hiyo, but si lazima ikuwe kwa wedding. Lazima upatie mtu motivation. Sasa hivyo ndio iko.
At least we now know tunakwanga kwa blackout too. Apart from this, as a man, you have a vision that someday utakuwa mtu pahali. Currently you are still a youth or a young man. What is your vision in regards to your religion or generally your life?
Okay, visions. My visions are very many, and it went through steps. When I was in primary, I wanted to become a lawyer. My father discouraged me because you know what lawyers do. After that, I went to high school. I wanted to be like an engineer or something, but it didn't go well. I can't say why, but most of the people know. So as we are talking now, I am in a school of news or media practitioners. So my vision is to become a producer and also be in documentaries.
Do some documentaries.
Yeah, that is my dream.
Umetuambia babaka alikataa usifanye law.
Yeah.
Mbona sasa?
It goes against the Islamic religion. You cannot give false witness or you know that judgment won't be good. Obvious, you know that. Some lawyers defend people who have killed people, and that is not good. Not only in Islam, but also in all religion. But lawyers are like that. That is how they make money. That is part of their life. So my father didn't want being a lawyer to be part of my life.
Now that you don't want to be a fake truth-sayer, there are these lawyers from Muslim religion, like the famous Abid Nasir, who used to participate for Jubilee and what in those election petitions. What is your perspective towards those who are in religion and they're also in law, the practice law?
Okay. Through my experience, I have seen many people, many lawyers. There are ones who have studied both Islamic Sharia and law, the Kenyan law. So there are those ones who they are lawyers so that they can defend Islam, you see. But there are those who are lawyers because of being lawyers, like normal lawyers. So I can't say that I'm criticizing anybody, but I think that's their job. So I can't say anything bad about it. But I think that's their job. And this side, Islamic Sharia law, to defend Islam.
What about you? When you had the vision or the dream of becoming a lawyer, ulikuwa na nini kwa akili specifically?
Mostly I used to challenge my father and all the family members. They used to say that I matured quickly. So when they try to say something, they call it stopper. So you give them a very good explanation to silence them. So that is how I saw that. Also, I was good in debates in primary school. So that is how the lawyer career developed in my intentions.
Maybe just to wind up, what is your perspective, okay, or what is your point of view on the current society that we're having? Generally, the way youths are living, unaweza semea nini maisha yenye vijana wa sasa wanaishi?
For now, where this generation is headed, it is somewhere. somewhere bad, very
How?
bad. I can't say I'm perfect. There is no human being is perfect. We all make mistakes, but you make mistake and learn from the mistakes, not to go back to the mistakes, like alcoholism, drug abuse, fornication, adultery, those evil deeds, as religion has uh, told us to avoid.
That is part of religion that
Yeah.
explains this. Lakini tuko kwa ile dunia ya sipangwingwi where
Okay.
you say I'm mature, I can manage my own self, I can do my own things. There are those who are principled and those who are not
Yeah.
principled. Just as we are almost closing, what can you tell fellow youths who are who may be watching this? Yes.
Okay. First, I would like to start again. Always, uh, God. Always put God first. That is the first one. I will give like 10. I will just list them. The second one, don't don't criticize. Okay, don't criticize. Just compliment. Okay, and embrace change. The third one is to embrace change, to accept your failures. Most of the successful people, what I am listing here, they have done that. And I'm not saying that I'm quoting, but I have seen it through the internet. So it is the information I think that can help. When somebody has done something bad to you, just forgive them, reconcile, get back together, help each other through your life. Yeah, I think that's it.
Finally, just concluding, there are those youths outside there who maybe they're not deeply rooted into religion, either Christianity or Muslim or Hindu, but then they've got dreams, ambitions, and visions to pursue in life. We have different social classes, and at some point, Lupita Nyong'o said, if you believe in yourself, then still your background does not matter. What can you tell them just to inspire them, the youths themselves who are watching?
Okay, as we have come from the topic of religion, Islam uh, removes anything that is close to class, racism, or anything like that. Because when you go to the mosque, even the president, when he comes, he'll not be given the VIP. He'll just sit and pray. So this is how I'm going to tell you. The way God sees us, he sees us as equal. So don't give yourself anything, don't pressure yourself. Even if your class is low, the only difference between you and the other person is that it will take time to reach your goals. Maybe he will reach his goals or her goals faster than you. So don't give up. Just follow your dreams. Don't change your goals. Just change the path to reach your goals. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Amir, for coming, turning up for this conversation. And to our audience who've been watching this, I believe it has been a very educative, inspirational, and motivational talk. To some point, you've got some bit about the Islam religion that you didn't know. And generally, as a youth, as a young man outside there, let not what you do or where you are limit you to what you want to achieve in life. It is a step that makes you grow a ladder inch every single day. We have different perspectives towards our religions, but then these at times deter us from moving the steps because those who can help us are not of are not of the same religion as us. So always stick to being moral and helping one another. At the end of the day, the mutual benefit you get from the other person is what counts. So I thank you so much for watching this, and at the end of watching it, please subscribe and share and drop your comment.